Wait, Mark Summers has done how many shows? Hello, I'm Corey Evan, the Game Show Geek. Today I am talking about those game show hosts that always seem to have a job, no matter what the economy looks like. And we both know how bad the economy's been looking lately. Now, there are some hosts that manage to land one job and just keep it year after year after year.
Thankfully, these two have gotten along despite the competition.
But then there are those who manage to land jobs all over the place. That would be those hosts that manage to rack up the frequent flyer miles. All across game show history, hosts have had to be versatile. It's not just doing one show well, it's about doing them all well. Remember Bob Barker?
Of course, everyone remembers Bob Barker from The Price is Right. But it's only our older viewers that will remember him from Truth or Consequences, or the short-lived Family Game. It was sort of like the Newlywed Game, but with kids in it. It was only after those two that he got the job on The Price is Right, which he got from Bill Cullen, who in turn hosted many other shows.
The 60s and 70s also gave us some versatile hosts.
Ah, the good old days of the classic Password. Fronted by Ellen Ludden, who famously got engaged to Betty White while hosting. Oh yeah, and at the same time he was also hosting the College Bowl, where colleges would go head-to-head for tuition. And naturally, who could forget Monty Hall, who hosted every version of Let's Make a Deal in the late 20th century. Oh yes, and a version of Split Second. Which leads us into the 1970s.
Ah yes, Wink Martindale.
Of course, our baby boomer friends remember him from Tic-Tac-Dough and Gambit. But I remember him for Trivial Pursuit and Debt. Mind helping me with my bills, Wink? Oh yes, and for hosting a hidden camera show for GSN. What were you thinking, Wink? Never mind. There was also Chuck Woolery. He was the first one to host Wheel of Fortune, not Pat Sajak. And then he went on to host others like Scrabble, and then there was Love Connection, of which he's had 4 at least. And then he's hosted Greed and Lingo, which he turned into the GSN's most popular show at the time.
We also got some pretty versatile hosts from the 1980s.
Not only did Jim Perry host Sale of the Century and Card Sharks for NBC, at the same time he was also commuting to and from Canada to do Definition and Headline Hunters. Go Canada, eh?
But there's one 80s host that's managed to remain a household name. Mark.
Anyone who grew up in the late 80s, early 90s remembers him from Double Dare. It was pretty much the show that put Nickelodeon on the map. That and Couch Potatoes. And What Would You Do? Got messy, that one. Ah yes, and then into the 2000s he hosted History IQ. My dad could have been on that one. Then he contributed Win Tuition to GSN, his only time contributing to the network. And then for the Food Network there was Trivia Unwrapped. Even though I enjoyed it, it just wasn't meant to last.
Then come 1990, which gave us Pat Flynn.
He started out by hosting The Joker's Wild, back when he was wearing glasses. Then he got contacts, which got him onto Shop Till You Drop. And then he used those same contacts to land himself on the big spin. At least until the California lottery ruined it with Make Me a Millionaire.
And the trend continues with the turn of the century.
Jeff Sutton, previously known as the Nickelodeon Pick Boy, is already giving kids a brain surge and asking them to figure it out on Nickelodeon. But he's also done ABC's 101 Ways to Leave a Game Show.
Ah yes, Jeff Sutton, really good guy. Had lunch with him once. Not really.
Of course, I haven't forgotten Ryan Seacrest. He's hosting more shows than I can count. But hold the phone. There are 2 more trying to add their names to this list. Justin Willman, who's due to bring back Win, Lose, or Draw this fall on Disney Channel, and Brooke Burns, who's already making GSN history with The Chase. So why are all these hosts taking all the good jobs?
I'll tell you why. First one is stage presence. They not only have to come on down when their name is called, but they have to show just how happy they are to be there. They also have to get along with everyone on set, not just the models, but also the contestants, the audience, and don't forget the director. And sometimes it's just a happy accident when they drew up their contracts. But most importantly, it's about doing something with your life. Even I don't want to be a couch potato forever, and I'm a Generation Y! Each and every one of us needs to build up our retirement accounts somehow. have to be anxiously engaged in a good work. These folks just happen to have chosen to be part of game shows for the rest of their lives. I don't expect that trend to end anytime soon, even though networks are learning how to write a contract. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Let me hear what you're talking about in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for subscribing, I hope, and I hope to see you next time. Till then, I'm Corey Evan. I'm trying here, folks, okay? Give me a break.